Okay guys, I'm going to give you a quick refresher on what we're working with this old exhaust. So these headers are from Speed Engineering. They're a really nice product. I like them a lot. The build quality seems great. I don't know if it's just the set that I bought or if this is all sets of headers for this car. But as you can see, we are pretty damn close to the floorboard. Close enough to where this pipe kind of kicks up at an angle like that. And when it came to put it around the cross member, you can see my marks here. I tried to hammer this down so that it would fit. I got it on, but I'm just not super happy with how close that is. Plus, if I ever wanted to run a O2 sensor over here, I'd have to beat the floorboard in even more or weld a new bung, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm trying to get this car ready to put on the road, and I started mocking up, the X-Pipe kit that I bought, also from Speed Engineering. Great kit, comes with a lot of good stuff. It's a universal kit, so it's not gonna just plug and play on this car and fit perfect. But it looks like I'm gonna have to do some cutting and welding to make it work with this car. And then that brings me to, this is stainless pipes, and if I want them to look nice, I'm gonna have to get a TIG welder and learn how to TIG weld, which is pretty cool, but I don't wanna spend $1,000 more on this exhaust. So I think it's time to take this entire system off, set it aside or sell it. So if any of you guys would be, interested in buying this, I'll sell it for a pretty good price. Just shoot me a message or a comment on here and we'll figure something out. I'd rather not ship it, so you'd have to be kind of close to Winston-Salem, North Carolina area, Greensboro, something like that. But let's go over here to the bench and I'll show you the headers that are going to be replacing these. All right, so this kit is Holley part number 707-01323-RHKR. This is the transition pipes, I guess is what I'll call it, that work with these mid-length headers. Both this part number and these are discontinued from Holley. They're no longer being made anymore, so I got these both for less than $200 for everything, so it's a pretty good deal. So as you can see, these are nothing special. They've got the O2 bungs, just some quick pipes here to get us going, and underneath the car, same on this side, nothing too special. And it comes with a couple of clamps to attach to the headers. So that's it for that. These headers are part number 2471 HKR. These are 2.5-inch collector headers. They're black. They're not anything special as far as a coating goes. We have some bolts. Awesome. We have the headers themselves. These things are pretty sweet. I like them a lot. I know all this paint is pretty much going to burn off right when I get started. I have some titanium header wrap that I'm going to use. We'll do that before we put them on the car. We've got some stickers. New set of gaskets. And the other pipe. Make sure we got everything out. We do. Cool. So let's lay it all out here, take inventory of what we've got. You can see, these will just slip right on with a little bit of massaging. Collectors, stickers, bolts. So this is everything we've got. It's pretty much what we're working with. It's going to fit on the car pretty nicely. I think this should give us a better quality product, give us plenty of clearance on the floorboards. I'm hoping with these pipes being independent from the headers, maybe I can kind of bend and tweak and move things. And then I'll have to buy the pipes for the rest of the car. Summit has a pretty decent kit that's supposed to fit F-bodies pretty well with a little bit of cutting and welding. It's aluminized steel instead of stainless. for the rest of the kit, so I think that's going to give me something that I can work with a little bit better, at least better with my welder, just a regular MIG welder. And overall fit and finish should be much better. I don't know how the mufflers will sound that come with the kit. If they sound like trash, I'll buy new ones. But let's go ahead and get the header wrap out, get these things going. All right, so this is the header wrap I bought. It's nothing special. It's just a titanium header wrap, generic brand from Amazon. Got plenty of it. I bought 2 of these kits that comes with little stainless zip ties. So it should be pretty straightforward. I like the way this looks a little bit better than the fiberglass. So that's really the only reason I bought it. Other than that, I think they're both fine. The other headers that I had on there were not coated either. They're just a stainless header. So they've only been heat cycled, I don't know, less than 10 times. So they still are pretty fresh, pretty new. I think I'll be able to recoup most of the money that it's going to take to put, you know, all of this on the car, which like I said before, all of this was less than 200 bucks thanks to some really, really good clearance deals. And then I'm looking at probably another 350 for the rest of the exhaust system. So if I can sell both of the stainless long tube headers and the universal builder kit for $400 or $500, I think I'll be in a pretty good spot, have recouped at least most of my money. I know, you know, that's money lost on the parts that I bought, but at the end of the day, there's no reason just to hang on to them. I don't plan on starting a new hot rod build anytime soon, and if I do, I don't know that those headers would fit it. So I'd rather give somebody else a good deal and see if I can help them out.
Through the next several days, changes are on the way next week.
All right, so we're gonna give you an idea of what it sounds like with the old Speed Engineering 3-inch collector long tubes. Then after we switch everything out, we'll start it back up so you can get an idea of what it sounds like with the Holley mid-length 2.5-inch collector headers. Okay, so you heard the way the exhaust sounded with this old 3-inch collector stainless steel long tube headers. I think it sounds pretty cool. It idles a little high right now. Still got to do some dialing in. What you heard was idling around 950 to 1,000. So we're just going to leave all the settings and adjustments the same. Go ahead and take off the passenger side header and get the mid-length header installed and see how our clearance either fixes itself or if it stays the same. All right, let's see what we can do under here now. I don't know if I have to just adjust it or if I can pull it out from down here. Let's see if we can just yank it out. Hey, look at that. I'm gonna see if we can just snake this little guy up from the bottom. He's pretty small, so I think I probably could have done it from the top too, but we'll just put it right up in. Look at that. Fits great. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fantastic. Yeah. That'll hit the ground. Put a little more forward there. This should be okay till we lower it down, right? Yeah. They're coming down than it was going up, thankfully. Not by much though. These lifts are slow. But God, I'm thankful for them, you know? Alrighty. Now let's go right over here. Get this thing installed. I think they look a little cooler with the header wrap on versus just the stainless, but the stainless would look cool over time after it blued and went through a bunch of heat cycles, but I don't know, that looks pretty sweet. Okay, let's see if we can wiggle this guy on here, get her to fit without having to do any kind of banging with a hammer. Try again. Hey, look at that. Good fit. Let's get it turned kind of straight. Does that look straight? Looks pretty straight. Good enough for government work. Go ahead and clamp this bad boy down and we are in business. Before I run that clamp in, check out how much clearance we have. I mean, look at that. I got a whole 4 fingers. That is amazing. That's what we should have gotten from the first set of headers. And that's, you know, over here we're pretty tight, but I've at least got, you know, a finger and a half, and I would have been okay with this. This is fine. But man, that is real nice. I'm a happy guy. So let me go ahead and get that buttoned up, get this guy zipped off and swapped out. Okay guys, we got it all installed. Both sides, plenty of clearance, lots of room. I think this is going to be really nice. So we've also got the shop fan there so that I can run this thing for a while, keep it cool, because I still don't have the radiator fans wired up. But let's go ahead and lower this thing down and we can let it run for a while, let the header smoke off, get all that paint and oil from my hands off, and see how she does. heard it run. Sounds pretty good with those mid-length headers on it. I'm really happy with this. They fit so good. They sound nice. You know, I can't really tell much of a difference between the mid-length and the long tube. The mid-length sounds a little more choppy. The long tube sounds a little more throaty. Could be the 3-inch versus 2.5-inch. I have no idea, but I'm really happy with it. Let's go over here and take one more look at how everything fits before we wrap up the video. So as you can see, I mean, everything fits really nice. Header wrap looks real nice. No issues with the plug wires fitting or anything like that. Everything looks really good over here too. Tons of room around these. I mean, the other headers were even closer to the frame rail than that, so I'll take it. I mean, I'm very pleased with this. So that's one move in the right direction. I'll go ahead and order the rest of the pipes for the exhaust and get all of that installed. The next thing I think I'm going to tackle this weekend is going to be the blank off plate right here for the firewall. I'm not planning on running heat or finishing the AC right away. I want to get all the shakedowns and test drives done first, and then I'll spend money on vintage air. So for now, I'm in a pretty good spot with this thing. It's about ready to hit the road and do some long-term driving. I also, when I do this blank off plate, you know, I'll have to reroute some of these temporary wires that I ran, so they'll be in their permanent homes, and that'll be what you guys can look forward to in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.